Good morning, my neighbor. How are you doing? Are you feeling okay? Good morning, my neighbor. How are you doing? Are you feeling okay? Good morning, my neighbor. How are you doing? Are you feeling okay? Good morning, my neighbor. How are you doing? Are you feeling okay? My neighbor, my neighbor, my neighbor, my neighbor. David Adodo Show. I have a wonderful show for you today. I am with Charlie, my buddy, today, and Jason, the DJ, the technician that has been helping us over the being there for us, doing everything for us. Charlie,
hey,
how
Dave,
you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for being here. I'm very glad to be here. Once again, David Adodo Show, a wonderful show on a Saturday. But first of all, let's apologize for some technical issues that we have. That's probably why we're starting late. But today, some of our gang members are not on board today for one reason or the other. And then we just want to extend our love to them. Tell them hopefully we'll see them next Saturday. But Dave, I'm doing good. And then I hope everybody's safe out there. So how about you?
Well, I'm doing well. I'm doing fine. You know, so many things have been happening throughout the week with Donald J. Trump and the Republicans. What they have put this country through is unbelievable. It's very, very sad that this president is bringing shame and disgrace to this country. That is the mistake people make when you vote in tyrants. You vote in tyrants. You vote in desperate people into power. They do desperate things. He wants to bring this country down with him. He has gone down, and he wants to bring the country down with him. America is the greatest country in the world. Democracy has been striving here for years, hundreds of years. And Donald J. Trump, elected president of the United States, lost election, refused to concede, and he's trying to bring the country down. It is absolutely ridiculous, unbelievable, unbecoming. And the funniest thing is that he has a lot of supporters, Republicans, senators that are backing him up. So I don't know. I think Pelosi is already talking about pitching him. I just hope that Pelosi is going to follow through with what she's saying. What do you think, Charlie?
Anyway, I think, Dave, one thing that you said, if you listen to yourself in the beginning, this is what happens when you give power to someone that doesn't deserve it, or when you give power to hungry, whatever you can do, people who are incompetent, or whatever you can call it. This is the example, and this is the first time in the history of America have they done that, giving power to somebody that doesn't deserve it. And look at the result. But anyway, it's just so shameful. It's just so shameful all over the world. There is no excuse. There's nothing at all to justify this this behavior or this attitude. But at least some people saw it coming. In the last 4 years, a lot of people have been saying it. You go out there, unfortunately, he cannot join us on the social media, but those that are on the social media, they just go search. A lot of people said this 4 years ago, that this man is incompetent for this position. He's not mentally fit for this position. And guess what? All the evangelical, the so-called themselves Christians or whatever, nobody knows where they are now. I don't even know where you have to start looking at what happened. Was it on Wednesday? It is unbelievable. I don't know. People are tired of talking about it because it's very shameful from north to south, east and west of the world. Everybody is just so fabricated. It's unbelievable. It just like jaw dropping somehow, but somehow, unfortunately, it's something that this country have to deal with. Thank God that some other countries still believe that this is un-American. Most of the people that have spoken on this, not all of them, some of them are saying, the world leaders, that this is un-American. So people know that this is un-American. It's just that once in a while, somebody like Trump comes. And the question now is not about what he has done. The question is, how do we move forward as somebody else wouldn't do this? But I can guarantee you that, this is where America comes. When you said this is the what did he call it? The best and the whatever in this world, they will come back. You will see. They're going to come back, that this will be addressed. I've always tell people, some people are saying, oh, if he doesn't win, when I have some conversations, which I don't usually do often, when he wins, this place will burn down, that will burn down. Believe me, the thing is not really about burning down, because all they are doing, they are creating a job for the security forces.
Yes.
Because they are the one that will come out to fight them. And they're the one that came out the other time to fight them. And they already lost one person. They already lost one officer. And again, the rest of other ones are, still in the hospital. And some of the rioters, or the so-called mob, because they're really calling them mob right now, some of them passed away. So I just don't know. I'm tired of talking about it, because we'll be watching, like I said, we'll be watching this all over. Every news media that you turn to has been talking about this for the past 3 days. So far right now, I don't know where we go from here. Hopefully we'll find out by latest tomorrow evening or Monday, when the Congress comes back, to see what they're going to do about the impeachment that you just said. But at this point, Dave, it looks like we're losing you.
I'm here.
Jason?
I'm here.
Okay, you're no longer showing on the screen.
Yes, I have a call coming, but I don't want to pick it up.
Okay, now you're back. So all we know right now, there's nothing new that everybody have not known. But the thing is, it is so unbelievable that this so-called, if you look at the Congress, it's like a country of its own, a country within United States. That's how big the Congress is. It's just like a country in another country. It was breached. It's unbelievable. Never had happened since 200 years ago, when we all know history, when the British after the Civil War burned it down. This is different. This was a war going on. They went in there. But other than that, something like this have never happened. Never. Some people have tried and they never got through. But today, I mean, last week, Wednesday, this is what happened. Sometimes, like you said, it's not about this African adage. It's not about giving a monkey a cup of water. It's about getting the cup after you finish drinking. You know, all this mob, you know, they were training, just like Trump. They were training, you know, building up this at the point, building all this, and everybody was talking about it. Now, how to take it back from them now is the problem.
And Charlie, they were also talking about it, and there's also a racial undertone.
Oh, we've always known that. That's what they are. We've always known the people behind this. We'll be talking about the racism in America, the white supremacy, and all these, what do they call it, conspiracy theory group, and so-called stand down good boys, whatever. You know, they have been saying all this. And the funny thing is that we can travel from here to Iran or Afghanistan, you know, to finish all the whole terrorists there, to fight them and to do all that. But the terrorists within the country for the past 20 years, for the past 15
homegrown.
Yeah, for the past 10 or 15 years, we still allow them to grow up to this level. That's the problem here. You know, that's one of the biggest problems. We can fight terrorists outside this country, the most strongest country, the best country in the world. We can do all these things outside. That's why the other countries that we're looking upon, people that are, you know, emulating America, people that are obsessed about this, that's why they're so upset. They can't believe that something like this can happen at this country that they are looking at, you know,
but
inside the country.
Yeah, but Charlie, the law enforcement personnel also at the scene that very day, they are nothing to write home about, because they were drawing an example with the Black Lives Matter, the way they dealt with Black Lives Matter, as compared to the way they handled this
absolutely
terrorist.
Remember remember what Trump said. He says once the riot starting, the shooting starts. That's what he says at the Black Lives Matter. If they come out, the shooting starts. What happened here? When it starts here, they start handing out water to them to drink. You know, so I mean, we all have always been saying this. Anybody out there, in as much as we have to have the hope that we're gonna, we're gonna go beyond all this racism thing at some point. But anybody out there that does not believe there is huge undertone of racism in this country, that person is delusional. That person is still Trump. You know, you don't need to be told. You don't need to be told. It's all over. It's in the TV. It's on the TV. It's everywhere. Social media. You go down on the streets. You know, at the end of the day, when they settle down at the dinner table, it's there.
Yes.
You know? So if you're out there, you're deceiving yourself. Oh, there's no racism. If you're a black person, you're a foreigner, you are a minority, you're a minority white, or you're a minority man, women, whatever. If you don't believe up to this point, you're very, very delusional, just like Trump.
Well, what do you think? Do you think that the Congress is going to take up the issue of impeachment?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I know they're going to do that. And I think a lot of people will jump ship at some point. I mean, first of all, the Congress have the vote with or without the Republicans. But some of them already have seen it. If you look at what some of them said after this incident, when they came back to certify those votes, the electoral votes, you know, they were going to come back about 12 or 14 of them. But they only come back with 5 or 6. The rest, said no. After look at the video. Those senators, those congressmen, they were running for their dear life.
Yes.
They thought, I mean, first of all, they thought they'd been attacked by other countries. That's the first thing that came into their mind. They already know that they are under attack. That's number one thing. Then after some seconds or 2, a minute, then they realize that these attacks were now foreign attacks, that it is inside. The people that they are serving are the ones that come to attack them. I mean, I don't know which evidence you need again. You know, yeah, or the people that incite those things. I mean, they're all over there. They know them. They know what they have said. So incite all those things.
There was even a law. There was even one delegate from West Virginia or something like that.
Yes, that's a newly. He's not. He's a newly elected.
Right. He has he been sworn in yet?
No. No. He has not. He's going to be sworn in the next section.
Well, I think he's facing the music right now.
Oh no, absolutely. You see, most of these guys, they are going to pay for it. Listen, Americans, there's one thing, you know, there's one thing I like this country. You might be a Republican, you might be a Democrat, you might be nobody, you might be just visiting the country. You know, there's something Americans don't like. See, this kind of humiliation in their country.
Yes.
Or this kind of humiliation in their democracy. Believe me, some people will pay for it. It is something they don't play with. That is something, you know, you will be saying whatever you want to say, but as long as what happened on Wednesday, most of these congressmen will pay for it. People that are behind this. And believe it or not, there will be a very, very good investigations on this. We're going to know what happened, why the security was breached, because a lot of people believe something went wrong.
Yes.
Something definitely went wrong. And the facts, but, you know, like I said, there's not much to say about investigation right now, but there's every belief out there that this security, some of these security officers are aware that this is coming, and they didn't do nothing. The top chiefs.
Yeah, because the chief of police, the Capitol Chief of Police is actually resigning.
Yeah, but I mean, in as much as he was called upon to do that, he was called upon. He didn't do it on his own. He had never wanted to do it. But like you said, that's just a week before the Black Lives Matters. DC was fortified with police everywhere. What do you call National Guards and all that. This is almost a week before the event. And this one, they have been announcing it every day. They have been on social media, and I understand that some security people warned them and let them know that this is going to happen. So why wasn't action taken? That's the question. And when you look at the video, there's some, I don't know, I'm not going to say, but people, the news are saying that the videos that they are seeing, there's some police people that are helping.
Yes.
That are helping this, right? So, but all these things is still allegedly. So we won't know the facts until all these FBI, they're working diligently behind the scene right now, identifying people. And one thing you're going to know is that these guys are not, most of them are not going to be easily picked up because most of them have guns loaded in their houses. So some of them might come up voluntarily. I think they've picked up some already because some people have started confessing and saying that they don't mean it. They wanted to do something, but not to that extent. They were carried away by they were carried away with emotion and all that. That's what they're saying right now. But we don't really, we can't find out every other things until this regime, especially this Trump regime, is over by, I think, in another 11 days.
Yeah, 11 days left.
Yeah, but whether he's going to leave or not, believe me, there's no question he's leaving. The question is we don't know what he's going to do by that 11th day, but I guarantee you he's not going to do much. Because anything that he does will be counterized. So, I mean, America has a very good security. I know it took them unawares. But if you look at what happened, close to 30 minutes or 45 minutes, they took over the whole place again.
Charlie.
Yes.
Are you really sure that they were taken unaware? They were not, just like you said, it was all over the internet. So they were not taken unaware. You're right. It's not that they didn't take them unaware, but right now we're going to assume, but they were out there communicating on social media that they're going to storm DC. Everybody should be coming with their guns and all, whatever. And then I think they were giving tips on how you can smuggle, because you're not supposed to bring gun in DC. They were giving them tips on how you can smuggle one in and all that.
But the most shameful thing,
there was a website that
right?
talked about shooting police and
You see, and they all saw this. People, the cyber security that were watching all these social media things saw that. I don't know what they did with that information. But the question comes, like racism thing that we said. Like I said, anybody that doesn't believe about that, because where it's coming from the white supremacists, and they know those guys. They know
Yeah.
them. I don't know whether they don't take them serious or something. If it was you and I that have sent that information, it could have been about door the day before and asking you why, are you, or something like that. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But unfortunately, this time, look at it. I mean, there was a law passed last year after the Black Lives Matters, and it was he that, whatever his name is, the president, Donald Trump. He's the one that signed it because it was a riot, because it was the black people that are protesters. And then he put that any of them caught protesting, rough, whatever he said, 10 years imprisonment. Okay? This is the first time they're going to impose that law. 99.9% of everybody you see out there were white people.
and because this was
yes,
the one that has the authority is the Capitol Police, and
yes,
unfortunately, that's federal. So
yeah, that's
right now, all that's under control by Donald Trump. So I'm not positive about enforcement. If it had been Black Lives Matters, they would have attacked them. They would have locked them up right there on the spot.
Oh yeah,
They escorted
we
people
have let them
out
come.
of
They
the
could have
Capitol.
shoot.
Yeah,
They
let
were
people
told.
out of the Capitol. They escorted them out. Gave bottles of water to people. So I'm not very hopeful that a lot of these folks that were involved in this act are going to be apprehended. There's a quote. I don't know who said it, but it says when a it says when a stupid government is elected in a democratic country, the best thing about that, you learn the number of stupid people in that country. Donald Trump, is probably one of the dumbest men, you could ever meet in this country. And what you've seen over the last, few months going into this election, is 70 million dumb people, who have this same stupid ideology as Trump has. But what I'm positive about in this country is that when you really look at that dynamics, they are a dying breed.
Yes.
They are going extinct like the
Yes.
dinosaur,
Yes.
and it's only a matter of time before true democracy, that is based on the original principles, even though some of our forefathers were, enslavers and had some bigotry, in their history. The true nature of this country is that it's democracy for all. It's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for all. And I think what you're seeing is that last push from this dying breed to stay relevant.
Yes.
In this new democracy.
Yes.
And it's being denounced all over the world, not just here. People are denouncing it all over the world, I see. That's because true democracy prevails out of hatred and bigotry, and racism. So,
Yeah, Jason, there's something I couldn't agree more with you on. I mean, there's a lot of white people that voted for this man or probably believe in his ideology, and one of those ideologies I know. I mean, people are gonna see this later on. Later on, this is how people like what's the name? People like Stalin and all these dictators or whatever. This is how they start their life, or this is how they start their ruling. First of all, they get some of these people to believe. Number one, they have to somehow they convince them, like you said, they are turning to minority. That's number one. They are turning. That's number one thing he told them. That's if you go look at this it's a playbook. Number one thing there is, hey, you white people, you guys are gonna be minority in so many years to come, not too
Yes.
long. Okay,
Yes.
and
Yes.
who is the person that will stand by you? I, Donald Trump, is the one that will stand by you to make sure that it does not happen. And I will
Yes.
tell you people how it's gonna happen. I'm gonna stop some of them coming in here. Those people that will make the population change,
Yes.
I'm gonna make them stop coming in here. And the ones that are here already, I will make sure that half of them will leave the country. That's
Yes.
number one. That's his playbook. Number two is, you see, media, you got to cut off from the media. You got to cut off from the media. Don't listen, because you already know that this country that we're in is a freedom speech country with social media and all that. But guess what? You don't need any information from them. They are liars. You're only
Yes.
going to listen to me. I am your man. I'm going to tell you the truth. Whatever that I tell you will be the truth. That's the second thing that he told them.
Yeah.
And then number three, he comes back and tell them, listen, don't believe in science. There's nothing about science. Okay? These people are liars. There's nothing like global whatever or ethnic. No, they are all lying. All you need to do is listen to me. Once you got these three things to them through this evangelical or whatever, people that call themselves Christians, I cannot believe that somebody can be a Christian and then don't love their neighbor. I don't know which kind of Bible they read, but that's fine. So once he went into these guys and gave them these three stories, he kept preaching it and preaching. And once they believed him, that's how he got them. Okay. And then if you look at his policies, it's everything that goes through these three things that I'm telling you. And that's why, in forms of science, COVID is killing America today. As very educated as this country is, as very whatever knowledgeable we are in any kind of science you can think about, you know, look at what is happening with us with COVID. You put that one aside. Yes, I believe that the number said 17 million plus, or that voted for him. But I don't believe that is that 17 million people believe in the same ideology with him. I can tell you the reason. You might say half of them or whatever. Some people voted for him because they don't like the vice president. Number one, is a woman. Number two, is an African American.
Yeah, it's a very misogynistic.
These two reasons alone. There's a lot of women in this country. Mm-hmm. Yes, there's a lot of women in this country, coupled with men, even more women. Women, white women, hate to see a woman to be a president in the United States. For now. And I know why I say it, because I go all over these countries, stay what I hear people talk. There's a lot of women that are not ready for a woman to be in that position for now.
That was how Hillary.
Okay?
That was how Hillary lost.
Oh yeah, that's probably what happened to Hillary.
Well, I mean that.
So
Hillary had a lot of baggage. Hillary had a lot of baggage.
I mean, the same. But Trump has more than that at the time. Yeah, but Trump has more than that at the time. But look at the kind of baggage he has over women.
Government is concerned.
Remember,
Trump was coming in fresh in the government, so it was a little bit different. Hillary, like a lot of people, feel that Benghazi and and a lot of things that went on, under her control as Secretary of the State, that there were some, big blemishes and big, faux pas, that she made some huge mistakes as Secretary of the State. And I don't think that Clinton, really and truly, when he left, was as popular as he was when he first came in. So I think, unfortunately, she was tied too much into Bill Clinton. But you're right. This country's a very misogynistic country, and they don't want to see a woman in power. But obviously, America had to make a decision because Biden is pretty old, and Biden, when you look at him, a lot of times he looks very frail. So America has to have confidence enough to know that this man may not make it, through the 4-year term, and that the possibility, of Kamala being president is
that's
very
why
real.
That's why those people voted for Trump. I'm not saying believe me or not. Yeah, there's a lot of people that believed in his ideology and all these things that I've all said. There's a lot of them, but not as many as that 70 million people.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you look into that very well, some of them voted for him because of what we're saying right now
Yes.
about Biden, and then the vice president also. Right.
Yeah.
So because of that hatred on that side, that's why some people voted for him. But then again, and it gets into his head, and somehow you're gonna look at it. How can somebody not in this country 2 months out? I'm beginning to say 2 months. On the second month after this election, you're still telling people you've gone all over the whole United. You've gone to so many. Where else hasn't he gone? Just to show that there's fraud. Nobody. Just like Graham said right in that floor of the Senate, you have asked them, please give me one evidence of one dead person that voted in Georgia, so that I can go to court with it, so that I can go to the House with it. One person, no proof yet. And they still, tomorrow he keep telling them this is the election was taken from, and they continue to believe him. So when people talk about courtism, how do people get into cultism? How people follow all these mega churches? This is what you see right here happening. He went into their first and brainwashed them. Unfortunately, you look at somebody who will be like, sometimes America, like I said, America is a well-educated country, one of the greatest country in the world,
The greatest.
one of everything to be in, education-wise, just name it.
Yeah.
So now you cannot even make your own judgment looking at facts. See, that's the first thing that he told them. He took them away from looking at facts. They don't believe in facts anymore. All they want is that Trump said this. That's it. This is somebody has been lying all over his world. All through this 4 years, even before these 4 years. This is person that have never paid tax. I keep telling people there's something you don't know about Trump. And think about it, okay? I don't do this conversation. I don't even watch TV anymore because this makes me sick. But that's one thing you have to know about Trump. Dave and Jason, if Trump is ever right and you are wrong, he will sue the hell out of your ass. He will sue you. That's why listen, for a typical example here, if Trump have paid more than $750 in tax and he go out there and publish that he paid $750, trust me, he will be in court right now suing you for defamation for $5.5 million. This is the kind of person he is. So all these things he's telling his people is not true. No, believe me, if it is lie, he will be the first to be in court suing you for defamation for, $6 billion. Whatever he gets, he takes it. He is the kind of person that you cannot say lie on him and he get away free.
Yeah. I think what's interesting is that for any president leaving out, they want to have some sort of legacy. Anything that Trump could have possibly accomplished, and I don't think that he did a too bad a job with the pushing the rapid development of COVID. But because of what happened this week, anything that could have been documented as Trump's legacy has been totally thrown out.
Tarnished. There's nothing to write about anymore.
Yeah.
There's nothing to write about. And guess what? They're going to impeach him for the second time. And the Senate will do that when they convene in the next one. Because now they even have the right to impeach after you leave.
Charlie.
Yes.
In Georgia, we have the first black senator from the South.
Yes.
And we also have the first
Jewish
guy, 33 years old gentleman, also from the South.
Democrats, the Democrats have Trump to thank for this.
Democrats right now have majority in the Senate with the help of Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
So they can really do a lot of things. They might be able to impeach Donald Trump.
And there have been a couple of people also currently Republicans that are saying that they will flip.
Okay.
Because of what this man did. So if the Democrats go after them with a better offer, they will flip. So so now they have more of that. So the thing is that Trump, like I said, Democrats have number one. They have number one. They have to thank the black people because the black people put them on this wherever they are today. Presidency, yes. The black people put them in there. The Senate, the black people gave them that. And at the same time, finally, they have to thank Trump for all his behavior. for all his behavior, for all his accusation he leveled against Georgia government.
Yes. Well.
But right now, I think, Jason, can we take a 2-minute break? And we will be right back, folks. I know that today we're kind of boring you guys with some things that you have already heard about and what's been going on.
It's another Saturday, I ain't come play. I know come shitty, baby, I know come waste time. Me I want tanana, me I want tanana, me I want tanana, me I want make quick, me I want pro, me I want jogodo, me I want turn up, me I can't table my matter to you. Oh, it's another Saturday, I ain't gon' play. I know come shitty, baby, I know come waste time. Me I want tanana, me I want tanana, me I want tanana, me I want make quick, me I want pro, me I want jogodo, me I want turn up, me I can't table my matter to you. Girl, you, oh girl, you bad, you boy, you plenty. You are the only one I see. 1 million girls, nobody reach you. Abena, why not think for daddy? Waiting I go do with this kind body. Take all of my money, girl, it's your money. It's another Saturday, I ain't come play. I know come shitty, baby, I know come waste time. Me I want tanana, me I want tanana, me I want tanana, me I want make quick, me I want pro, me I want jogodo, me I want turn up, me I can't table my matter to you.
Papa, you know be my settle, but this your matter be like settle, and I don't know what else to say. Cause I'm feeling your type of way. My ego go do eta express, oh. Love it don't jam my head, oh. Everything don't scatter, yeah. Back nigga from Barriga, yeah. You won't play me like La Liga, oh. Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Let me wind my waist for daddy. Waiting I won't talk again. Baby, I beg, don't let this matter enter, go babe.
It's another Saturday, I ain't come play. I know come shitty, baby, I know come waste time. Me I want tanana, me I want tanana, me I want tanana, me I want make quick, me I want pro, me I want jogodo, me I want turn up, me I can't table my matter to you. Oh, it's another Saturday, I ain't gon' play. I know come shitty, baby, I know come waste time. Me I want tanana, me I want tanana, me I want tanana, me I want make quick, me I want pro, me I want jogodo, me I want turn up, me I can't table my matter to you. Odidi, kidamina.
We received the loan almost 2 weeks ago.
Will join us later. Tunde has something that he's doing, and then Chief also in Nigeria is very busy today. So it's just three of us in the studio today. Welcoming you guys back to David Adodo Show. So Dave, right now, I know we talked about what's going on. Another thing that is going on is about COVID. And then the vaccine is going on, but I think it's going on in a very slow pace. Listening to President-elect Biden, he's saying that he's going to increase, or rather release more of the vaccines very, very soon as he take over. So what are you hearing that's going on in other countries like Nigeria when it comes to vaccine, Dave?
First of all, in America, you have about 20 million vaccines already released. And the inoculation process is very slow. Very slow. About 5 million people have been inoculated since these vaccines were released by Pfizer, and people are wondering what is going on. People are dying every day, and instead of them to utilize, the National Guard and other personnel to hasten up the inoculation process, this thing is very slow and people are dying.
Yeah, I think I don't know about the one. I'll be honest with you. What I know on this COVID, I don't think we have enough out there because some of the governors are requesting for more. From the press release from the president-elect office, I think that's why he said he's going to increase. Once he take over, he's going to release a lot of those needed vaccine to all the states that needed it. I don't know how much that is out there.
Charlie,
we have
20 million out there. Only 5 million people have been vaccinated.
Do you know why? Do you know why only 5 million have been vaccinated? Do you know whether it's only 5 million people that came up for it, or there's enough to be vaccinated? What do you think was the reason?
No manpower.
Oh, no manpower. Okay.
For the inoculation process.
I don't know why, because that's other channels that they can actually get involved to do this. CVS is not doing it. Walgreens is not doing it. And then this CVS and Walmart, they do vaccine and also, but right now they have not been involved. I don't know why, but the only thing I can tell you is if you have the opportunity, because they are going by, right now I think they're still dealing with people that are in the medical field.
Yes.
The older folks in nursing home and all that. The only thing you need to do, I know the process. You got to go online first. You got to go online and then register and then get an appointment. It's not something that you walk in to do. That's another I don't know whether the thing is slowing it down. The reason I say that because I know that my brothers, since I've done that already, you got to go online because they are in the medical field also. You go online, go through the questions. You have to have a proof of what you're doing, what's your profession. Like I said, right now is the emergency people like police, fire department, medical doctors, nurses, and people that work in nursing home, and the citizens. These are the ones that they are vaccinating right now. So if you happen to be in that group, you got to go online and then do the necessary papers and get an appointment.
Yeah, Charlie, there's another strain. It's another strain of COVID that is in UK right now, and is more aggressive, deadlier than the one that is going on right now.
I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. I think the scientists people are talking usually, through the mutation of these vaccines, from one year to the other, some seems to be get stronger. It's not something strange. It's not something new in the world. I mean, that's how viruses progress. Okay, some do after a year, they get stronger. Some do after a year, get weak. It's not something, yeah, but you're right. There's one now that is getting stronger, that is still spreading all over the world. But all these things can be addressed with some people being disciplined out there. Get ready to get the shots. But you're gonna know that the government, I mean, our present government, you guys have to look at how involved they are with dealing with COVID. So that's why the president-elect is saying that he can't wait, because that will be the first thing he's going to tackle as soon as he takes over on the 20th.
Yeah, Charlie.
Yes.
This the new strain that is prevalent right now in the United Kingdom, this vaccine that is out there, can this vaccine take care of it?
I mean, I would think so. I mean, they have not said that this one, they are not producing anything different for another strain of COVID. So this, whatever they have produced right now, is what they think that will address that. By the time, the only thing that you need to get it twice to get a dose. But meanwhile, when you get it the first time and you try to be disciplined to the process of the process put together by CDC, it probably will help you. I don't think getting the shot is 100% guaranteed that you won't get COVID. I don't think so. I have not had anybody say that, but it will help you not to, because it's just like vaccine, it's just helping your immune system. Some people, it might not help them. But right now, I've known a lot of people personally that have taken this 2 weeks, 3 weeks down the line. They have not had any reaction. So any reaction is one of the reactions that you get if you have taken vaccine before. If you remember when we were young, you are around your hands, wherever you had it, it will be a little bit sore.
Yes.
So you do it, you just keep rubbing, after you take it, and it doesn't last more than 48 hours. Goes away. So I'm not saying there's effect or no effect. People don't get me wrong, but right now, the people that are dear to me, that are very close to me, that I have been watching them because they're in the medical field, it's been about 3 weeks now, and life is just normal for them after taking that.
Let's talk about third world countries and
we
this
have Queen on the line too, by the way. Just to let you know.
Okay.
Oh, we have a guest. She is our guest today.
Hello.
Hi, Queen. Can you hear us?
I can hear you very well, Mr. Charles. This is Queen.
I think you are faint a little bit right now. But Dave, yes, go ahead until we can get Queen connected very well. You were talking about...
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Okay, with COVID.
And COVID, the vaccine.
Can you hear me?
Because some of these vaccine, like the Pfizer vaccine, need refrigeration system.
Yes.
On some of these third world countries, you don't have refrigeration system.
Hold on a second, Queen. Hold on.
So how are they going to deal with the issue of COVID, knowing that this vaccine need to be refrigerated?
Yeah, the thing is this. I think Pfizer have come up with a refrigeration transportation system that can be used. But the problem is that what I didn't find out is how long will it last when it gets to its destination for preservation. So they've done something like a cooling system or whatever that they can transport it with. But what I didn't get out of that right now, I'm not sure. Or how long can that be when it gets to its destination? How long can that last? Can it last another 1 month before they can use it, or 2 months? But there have been a solution. There has been an alternative to that. The Pfizer's, they provide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the Moderna vaccine, we're talking about the refrigeration process is not as...
No, it's not. No, it's not at the Pfizer one. No, it's not. It's not.
So it can be effectively used back home in Africa?
It can be effectively used back home with the temperature of Africa, yes.
With the normal refrigeration system?
Normal temperature, yes. It does not need that refrigeration like Pfizer.
Okay, but I heard that Nigeria has only 100,000 vaccines ordered right now, and you have 200 plus, 200 million plus. So what has 100? I mean, what will 100,000 do for 200 or something million people?
I think you're right. You're right, absolutely, on that number. But if you have read down again, they have placed an order for more. They have placed an order for more, and we're going to know that this company that is producing this also. I mean, how many of these can they produce overnight?
I know.
For every country. So, and like you said, he called it third world country. When it comes to allocation like this, people that have the, will probably get more numbers. We get more vaccine than So the only thing is, one good thing there, you're right. 200 million getting only 1 million or whatever, but the rate of infection there is not as that. So hopefully by the time the second batch comes, the number increases, and then the rate of infection in Nigeria is not that alarming. That they need 150 million.
I'm going to understand it's alarming right now. The rate is alarming right now, and it's very deadly.
Wave, yeah, it's getting higher than it was before. Yes, they're having a second wave also.
And it's deadlier.
And deadlier also, because right now they've seen it. They didn't believe it in the beginning, but they're beginning to believe it now because of the rate of infection and death. Now. But
Jason. Well, Jason was talking about Buhari taking the vaccine on live television.
Just like every other president did, just like every other president of every other country did. As a matter of fact, Pope is going to take it next week.
The Pope?
Yes, it's online. Yeah, he's going to take it next week, and I'm probably going to be online also for people to see. You see, all these dignitaries, these popular people, they would like to do that in order to encourage their fellow.
Yeah, that's very encouraging.
They encourage them like a comedy. They're clean. All of them decided, and then George Bush, they did online to encourage other people to do so.
Yeah, because some of these people they don't believe in COVID. So now that and even the vaccine, some people are saying they are not going to take the vaccine. So to see the president of Nigeria coming on live TV to take that vaccine, I think it's very encouraging. And I hope other African countries, the president of other African countries, will do the same thing, so that the people will believe that the vaccine is efficient.
Yeah, Queen, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Charles. Hi, good evening.
And everybody can hear you too.
Tell her to call back. Tell her to call back. There was an issue with the phone. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Ask her to call back because she sounds so distant. Ask her to call the other line. Well, actually, I was calling her.
I actually listened to some of the conversations.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, the line was actually breaking out. I thank God I'm able to hear you guys' voices. It's unfortunate that I couldn't make it to the program. I'm actually on my way to Okobi. I have something to do.
Okay.
I want to get there on time so that I can, join.
Okay.
One inside the car. But all the same, I heard that the president of Nigeria came online, the national television to have the song nice like every other president of the whole world. I think why you have to do that is to encourage people that it's safe for them to take the vaccine. Because there's lots of people, they are scared, they don't want to take the vaccine because they're thinking of, we don't know what's going to happen if we take the vaccine. Because a whole lot of video is surfacing everywhere, discouraging people from taking the vaccine. So I think that was why they're all coming up like that, for people to know it's safe to take it. I have a friend that took hers, and she's okay. There was nothing, no side effect, nothing whatsoever. take the vaccine because I, as a person, I'm still contemplating that I'm scared. But I mean, the best thing is for us to take it because one, we're trying to get this vaccine out of the system. So we just have to encourage people to take it. That's just the best thing we can do to help ourselves to make sure that this virus is not killing people. And the concern I have right now is the rate at which this thing is killing people back in Africa. You know, all of a sudden we're seeing that this virus, the sickness, the coronavirus sickness is so much right now in Africa. Well, that is, we don't know. We actually don't know because it wasn't this bad of war. All of a sudden, we're having a whole lot of issues, you know, regarding this virus. What is going on? We don't know. Why it's like that? We don't know. You know, the only thing is for people to keep safe and for them to believe that this thing is real. There's a guy, a medical doctor, that traveled from America to Nigeria for his wife's birthday. He's actually on social media. The guy died. He's dead now because he contracted the virus, and right now he's gone. He couldn't make it back to America. So this thing is real. It's really, really, really real now in Nigeria and in Africa. So people should be conscious that they should have their mask up. Enough of all this party we're having, enough of all this gathering. That is the only way we can avoid this. That's the only way.
Yeah, but when, for a second, based on what you just said, I know we heard about that doctor also because it's everywhere. You know, we cannot say, listen, there's no doubt. There's no doubt there's a second wave in some of these African countries, including Nigeria. There's no doubt about it because what we're seeing now, we didn't see it a year before. But yes, however, again, when people live here, they test for COVID 4 days before that, right? So if you do that 4 days before that and he get into Nigeria and within 1 week, he contacted COVID, we don't know whether it was the one in Nigeria or the one that he contacted in the airline, you know. So we don't know, you know, but no, that's not to say. But if you look at how the thing happened a week after he landed and being in Nigeria, you know, there might be an argument there. It's not maybe because of the one he contacted in Nigeria, but the people in Nigeria do have COVID, you know. So when we say these things, I mean, we really want to, you know, kind of people that did not understand, because I know who you're talking about. Now they're talking about the wife to come back because the children is here and they have to do that. You know, yeah, there's a lot of people that went home and they stayed so many months, come back, whatever, but we don't know where we contact this things anymore. Not to say that you can make the test today and they come back 2 days after, it goes negative or it goes positive either way. You know, but generally people have to go take this. I mean, I'm waiting for my time. When it gets to the ordinary people like me, I think I will. And the reason I'm saying this is because I have people that are very close to me, my brothers and sisters. They've taken it. So far, 2 weeks, 3 weeks down the line, nothing yet. You know, like I said, it's only kind of, you get a saw from that needle end where the needle went into that. You know, this is typical of vaccine. If you remember, when we're in school, you take tetanus or whatever, all of those vaccines that we take at school, you know, they come in and give us all those shots. Those days, the effects is usually, you know, your hands where you took it. So the COVID is serious. In America, it's unexceptional. Even in UK, lockdown everywhere. Queen the Queen just took hers, or is going to do it next week. All this is online, so they're announcing. As these prominent people takes it so that they will encourage others to do so.
Yes, I'm encouraging people out there, if it's available in your country, thought to take, to just go ahead and take it. It doesn't have any side effect like what we're seeing that is parading on the social media. People should just take the bull by the horn and take it. This is just what can save us. This is what can save the world. You know, I encourage people to go and take it, and I'm appealing to Nigeria governments and Africa as a whole to make sure that they provide this vaccine for the citizens, because it shouldn't be business as usual. They shouldn't target themselves alone. They should be prepared. The problem they're always having in Africa, the governments of Africa, is they don't prepare. They know this is real, but they don't prepare against things to make sure that immediately this vaccine is out, they need to buy enough. They need to get enough to give to people. They should just, I'm appealing to them, they should try and make it available for the citizens of their countries. Like the advanced country, they take care of their people. You know, of course it's going to come in batches, but they should please get ready and make sure this thing goes round, especially for the children. They should make sure they make it a priority for the elderly and the children. They should give it to them on time.
But one thing you have to remember is that because of the corruption in third world countries, you might be very surprised that only the rich and the very influential individuals are going to get the vaccine, and the ordinary man on the street will not get the vaccine. Because if you are having 100,000 vaccines for 250 million people, what do you expect?
Yeah, I gotta go. I'll try and call back in if you guys are still on the line. Thank you for the show. Thank you for everything you guys are doing. It's a good job.
Thanks for joining us, Quinn. We miss you, and we'll see you next Saturday.
I miss everybody. I will definitely join next week Saturday. I apologize for not being able to, join on time.
That's okay.
All right. Okay, take care, everybody.
Bye. You take care of yourself too, okay? You be safe. Yeah, the thing about this is, I think I hear everybody's concern, but I don't really think. I don't think this is medicine. If they do order that, it comes in. All you can only get is 2 shots. So they can only get 2 shots. What are they going to do with the other one? I mean, this is not money. If it is money, palliative money, food and all that, I say maybe they can keep it for their own, It's not something, if they keep it, it's going to expire. So I think if they order enough, and then, they will try to distribute it to everybody that needs it. It might not be to everyone, because it's always hard to get something to Africa and make sure that it gets everywhere that it's supposed to go. We'll be happy if it does, but all I know is that it's not going to be like other things that they normally hoard for themselves.
Charlie, Charlie, there's a possibility. What I'm saying is that if you have 100 vials, you have 100,000 vials of vaccine, and you have 200 or something million people, most definitely,
the rich people,
the rich people, the highly influential ones, they will get the vaccine, and the downtrodden, the poor, will not get the vaccine.
You're right.
That is the issue. So they have to make it a point of duty to invest in this vaccine so they can get millions.
That's possible. Thank you. Yeah.
To reach
everybody. But are they even able to produce?
That's my point.
Yes, you're absolutely correct on that. I mean, the more they get, the more chances it will reach the poor people. So hopefully they will do. Hopefully they will do. And then, the thing is this, even if they don't, I think the WHO will make them do that. Yes. Because the thing is this, if we stop this virus in the South and then say, oh, okay, we're not going to do anything in the North, guess what? The North will bring it back to the South again.
Yes.
So I think the WHO will probably, make sure that every country gets enough of this so that it's something that can be dealt with once and for all. Because if you don't do it in Ghana and do it in Nigeria, Ghana will take this back to Nigeria, and Nigeria will take it back to Ghana again, and you keep on spreading. But at the end of the day, I believe, just like you said, they need to order more. They need to bring more so that it will be available for everyone who wants it, who wants to take the shot. And to such a point. Jason, I'm looking at your time. I think we'll probably go beyond an hour, but that's good. We're going to go to a break.
Can you hear me?
We're going to go to a break, and then when we come back, we'll talk about what we'll be expecting for next Saturday and talk about some big news, just like we said in the beginning of the year. And we're going to update people where we are, and we will expect a lot of people. Please, I know people are waiting for us to start something that we announced on Monday, that we will announce when we come back what actually is going on in the background, why we have not started that. So, Jason, take us to a break, and we'll be back in 2.
Is Jason there? Can he hear you?
Got the music. Mr. Flavor, there's something I want to show you, Nano. Yeah, you no need delay. You do reject my love, I put him at no. When you dance with the cooker, enter my body, baby, Nana. Oh, my little, my baby, my boo boo. My love for you confirm, oh, hey. The way she whine and go down, oh, baby, na Bonangida. She relate to Babangida. Oh, yeah, whine and go down, oh, make we the dance ya, dance ya. Ishimbaka, Amai mi fene messy. I get butcher kwa musaikia. I swear to God, me I don't care. Baby, tennis, I'm a little make you jiggery. Tonight is your night, baby. Celebrating you, my lady. Take it slow, telling me, baby. Make we no send nobody. Girl, listen to me when I say, baby, tennis, I'm a little make you jiggery. Tonight is your night, baby. Celebrating you, my lady. Take it slow, telling me, baby. Make we no send nobody. Girl, listen to me when I say, baby, Larry Gaga one more. If we live and not Larry Gaga. My agenda, baby girl, now you be my agenda. From January to December, I swear to God, now you dey my calendar. Cure my country, baby girl, cure my country. Even when me I dey so lonely, you get quasi me, I want to know who be who. We go put us on down. May they not try cause if them do. Yo, listen to me when I say, baby, tennis, I'm a little make you jiggery. Tonight is your night, baby. Celebrating you, my lady. Senorita, tennis, take it slow, telling me, baby. Make we no send nobody. Yo, listen to me when I say, baby, tennis, Larry Gaga, one no. Oh yeah, baby, turn
a number again. I'm gonna go through that number that you can always, anytime call to be part of this program. It's a toll-free number. The number again is 844-404-7200. Again, the number is 844-404-7200. It's a toll-free number, and this is the number that we're going to use starting from next week. I know in the beginning, we announced that we're going to implement a program whereby people calling from African countries will win money starting from next Saturday, okay? And it has to be, you got to listen through the show towards to the end. Then if you call in and get through, you will win $5,000. We don't know how we're going to do it. We're hearing that a lot of people like to do it through a recharge card. They get $5,000 through their phone, a recharge card, or you get $5,000, 5,000 naira cash. So I think we're gonna probably give that option and see which one everybody will like. Either way, we can at the end of the program, at the end of every program, 5 to 10 minutes to the program, the phone number will be open. Okay, people that gets through the number, you call in, you get through, and talk to. You're gonna talk to Jason. One thing you have to know here is you gotta talk clear for Jason to get your name very well and your phone number. These
probably your account number.
Then we can do account number online to avoid security
Can you guys hear
issues. Due to security issues. So you just call for your phone number and your name. And some days there might be a question attached to it. So just to make sure that people are listening through the show, and it's going to be, let me give you an example. You might be asked, who is the president of Nigeria? But, or, something like that. So first of all, you got to get through. And then Jason will get you a name and your phone number. This is going to happen on Saturday. By Sunday, somebody's going to call. Sunday or Monday, somebody's going to call you, and then it's from there. We're not going to give all these things away, but you have to listen to the program also to be able to win. People from all over the African country. Okay? Especially...
Can you guys hear me?
That's why we have a toll-free number for people to call in. Okay, that will be next week. So starting from next week, it will be very, very interesting. Dave, do you have anything to say? But we're going to give out more information, okay, on this program on Saturday also.
You guys can't hear me, can you?
Yes, Jason, do you have anything to add to this?
No, I just wanted to make sure the phone system was working. So as long as you guys can hear me clearly.
Yes,
for some reason, we couldn't hear Queen earlier.
One other thing, Jason is working to a point that the phone can take at least one or two people at the same time. So it's something you're going to be ready. We don't know. There's other things that we don't know yet is going to happen. The time frame might change. We are working on that. Okay? That's why we'll have a lot. You don't want to miss. If you don't want to miss next Saturday's show, because that's when everything will be spelled out. So you know about the time.
And we actually have the ability to take unlimited calls.
Okay, so that's from the horse's mouth. So there's chances you can get through. Okay, so this is not all the line is busy or so. So we've been working on this. Like we said, this year is going to be very, very different. We're taking this show to another level, getting everybody involved, especially people in Africa. And there will be also some programs for our fans here in the United States. But we're taking it, one Saturday at a time. So, Dave.
Yes.
Before we close, what do you have to say to us?
Yeah, I'm just excited about the fact that the people back home in Africa will be able to have 5,000, to do something. Well, it depends on the country that you are. You're going to be the equivalent of 5,000 Nigerian money where you are. So we encourage you to listen to the show so you can have that opportunity to get that 5,000, which will help you to do one thing or the other. We are just trying to help people back home one way or the other. I know 5,000 is not much, but it will help solve one problem or two. So please listen every Saturday from 5 to 6. Maybe the time is going to change, just like Charlie said. But all of that will be given to you next Saturday. So you can follow up and be a part of the show and win something.
Yes, Dave, just like you said, we're trying to work it out so that it will not be that so midnight in some of the African countries. That's what we are working on,
Okay.
which means we're going to do the show early, the American time, to allow people. Right now, as we speak, I think it's about 12:30 Nigeria time.
Yeah.
Most in other African countries, probably 12:11. So starting from next Saturday, we'll be looking into another time. So everybody can try to listen next week. With that said,
And then Charles,
yes, Jason.
Brother Charles, also there's some advertising opportunities too as well. So we definitely want to encourage those, not just here in the United States, but back home as well, since we are going to be bridging the broadcast here as well as on Nigerian radio. It's important that if you have a product or service, and you want to advertise, this is a great opportunity to get in. You want to reach out to Charles. You have the number?
Yes. The number for you to call, the same number that I said earlier, is going to be 844, toll-free number for everyone, 404-7200. Yes, there will be an opportunity for advertisement. And if you try to reach your people anywhere in the world, when we start this new program that we're gonna announce come next Saturday, the goal here is to reach everyone, mostly people in Africa and people here. We're gonna have some radio stations that will be syndicated to this show also as time goes on. We're all working on all this, so the fan base is gonna increase. It's gonna go wide. Hopefully, that's what the goal is all about. I know we've had you guys for almost an hour and a half for today. It's been a wonderful show. Like I said, our gang, everybody's out there working behind the scene, and everybody will be here come this Saturday. So with that note, Dave, what do you have to say finally to the fans?
I want to thank all our fans for always listening, and starting from next Saturday, be a part of the show, so you have an opportunity to make a little money that can help you solve one problem or the other. Thank you for listening. God bless you.
Yes. On the behalf of David Adodo Show, Jason, and the crew, I'm saying good night, be blessed, and be safe. Thank you.
It's another Saturday, I ain't come play. I know come shitty, baby, I know come waste time. Me, I want tanana, me, I want tanana, me, I want tanana, me, I want make quick, me, I want pro, me, I want jogodo, me, I want turn up, me, I can't table my matter to you. Oh, it's another Saturday, I ain't gon' play. I know come shitty, baby, I know come waste time. Me, I want tanana, me, I want tanana, me, I want tanana, me, I want make quick, me, I want pro, me, I want jogodo, me, I want turn up, me, I can't table my matter to you. Girl, you bad, you boy, you plenty. You are the only one I see. 1 million girls, nobody reach you. I better, why nothing for daddy? Waiting I go do with this kind body. Take all of my money, girl, it's your money. It's another Saturday, I ain't come play. I know come shitty, baby, I know come waste time. Me, I want tanana, me, I want tanana, me, I want tanana, me, I want make quick, me, I want pro, me, I want jogodo, me, I want turn up, me, I can't table my matter to you.
Baba, you know be my settle. But this your matter be like settle. And I don't know what else to say. Cause I'm feeling your type of way. My ego go don't enter express, oh. Love it don't jam my head, oh. Everything don't scatter, scatter, yeah. Bad nigga from Barriga, yeah. You won't play me like La Liga, oh. Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Let me wind my waist for daddy, daddy, daddy. Waiting I won't talk again. Hey, baby, I beg don't let this matter enter go bed.
It's another Saturday, I ain't come play. I know come shitty, baby, I know come waste time. Me, I want tanana, me, I want tanana, me, I want tanana, me, I want make, me, I want crawl, me, I want do, me, I want turn up, me, I can't table my matter to you. Oh, it's another Saturday, I ain't gon' play. I know come shitty, baby, I know come waste time. Me, I want tanana, me, I want tanana, me, I want tanana, me, I want make, me, I want crawl, me, I want do, me, I want turn up, me, I can't table my matter to you. But